Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. Today I am ready to do a reading with my clue board. I have all these different tools that I want to use together, so I'm going to be using the new cards that I created, and I have all of my decks out as well. I feel like Spirit wants everything on the ready. So whatever, comes through, we could just access it right away so that we can get the message across. So, a few things. The first thing is really, before you begin anything, clear your mental space. Just clear your mental space from all thinking, okay? You really need to that's how you open the portal to the now. You have to be okay, pause, breathe, and when you pause and breathe, you shut out or turn off the influence of those thoughts, and you quiet it down so that you can get present in the silence that you're in, and then set your intention there of what is it exactly that you want to bring to light. What is it exactly that you want to see, express, convey, experience, share, or embody, however it is you conceive the notion of intention. It's so that you're able to actualize it now, so that when you complete the process, you're able to then experience it. You begin the journey of experiencing it, however it plays out. So I noticed that before I sat down to do this, I was guided to go get some other, some of my tools, so to speak. And when I went to a certain area, I got an image of, I started to hear the song Ave Maria, and it was kind of a little bit morbid, like a sad thing. And then it also felt like a funeral. And the first thing that I told Spirit was, don't show me tragic things like that. And I know some people will be like, oh, but that's a gift. You want to see what? No, I don't like how Spirit shows it sometimes. And I don't mind being told what it is, but don't just project that shit onto me without giving me context first. Don't put me in that state. So I have to really mitigate when certain ideas come to mind sometimes, that it's wait a second, no, I'm not just going to take that. I'm not going to just let that hit my consciousness. Hold that thought, pause, step out of my door. Hold on, what is it that you're doing here? What do you want? What is it that you're telling me? And what does this have to do with me, right? So it's I'll listen. But the problem is that when your mind is in such a rush, or when you're kind of going through your day-to-day in a hurried way, you don't really acknowledge some of these ideas that come to mind. And when you don't acknowledge certain things that come to mind, and you want to bypass it and ignore it, it can get louder and louder, only to get your attention. And you might avoid it out of fear, or you might avoid it out of some kind of oh no, some kind of weirdness, only to realize that it's a symbolic message, not a literal one, right? And that was for me the revelation of that moment, was, oh, I don't really practice it's like I observed myself receiving a message that I don't like and my reaction to it, and then being able to step out of it enough to say, wait a second, there's something in this. It's not what I think it is. Let me be open to receiving the message, but under my terms. And my terms are, I get to relax. I get to, and I know this can't, if you're living a very hurried life and very loud, demanding life, you're not going to be able to be like, hold that thought. Give me a moment so that I can have some space and just sit with my thoughts for a moment, so that I could just tune in and really focus on what the hell I'm trying to ascertain from this message. Like, why is it bombarding my mind right now? And so when you have the space for it, you can do it in any moment, obviously, in the drive to and from work, or between errands, or anywhere. But it's that moment to tune in just the silence and say, okay, I tune everything else out so I can really sit with the message. And in that breathing, you receive, because you're able to listen. You're able to listen now to the message, and you're able to receive what's being said. And so that was it for that. So I already have some cards that, as I was shuffling, they fell out. So I'm going to say that that's the where the message is beginning. So someone feels good to be home. That could be moving to a new home, or that essence in someone else that you feel with someone. We have Archangel Michael here, protection. So someone feels good to be home. They feel protected, or they feel that they're safe. Someone's retreated, and it's a great accomplishment. So I don't know what you've retreated from. Maybe you've just retreated from the chaos. Maybe you've retreated from people. Maybe you've retreated from a space that was no longer to your benefit. So it feels good to be home could be just where you feel at home, and feeling a sense of protection. Archangel Michael can be significant in your energy. And for you, it feels like a great accomplishment. This could be very personal. I knew it when I looked into your eyes. Oh my goodness. So I feel like this is someone that you have a connection to. And maybe this is someone that has seen you around. So you may not be aware of it. But maybe someone had an opportunity to look at you, or just had that moment where you looked into each other's eyes. They just knew who you were to them. And maybe that's the person that feels like home to you. Or maybe that's the person that feels, maybe you're the person that feels like home to someone. Either this person is like a protector, or they feel protected in your energy. It says progress one step at a time. So this person is feeling like there's a great accomplishment that's been made here with this retreat energy and protection energy. They're noticing the progress is happening consistently, slowly but surely, I guess you can say. So we have Hoy Tengo Ganas de Ti, which is today I desire you. It's a song by Alex Fernandez, Christina Aguilera. So those names could be significant, or can relate to your story. But Hoy Tengo Ganas de Ti Let me see. I don't think I'm going to be singing. I'm just going to say the words. Hold on. Okay. Fuiste ave de paso y no sé por razón. Me fui acostumbrando cada día más a ti. Okay, so someone felt like they're not even sure how you became like a part of their day-to-day in a sort of way. And they got used to you every day more and more. We both intended, or we tried, the freshness of this love, or of love. You came into my life and then I saw you leave without saying goodbye. I watched you leave. Okay, so then he goes into the chorus. Quiero en tus manos abiertas. So he's looking for her love. Okay, so, alright, it's obviously a love song, right? But, I have to go through the whole freaking song, okay? I want to find in your hands open. I want to find my path. And I want to feel this love every day, every morning. So I desire you, I want you. No hay nadie más. So in the song, then, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to have to do another reading because seriously, I'm taking forever with this. I should just put the link. But then she's in the song also missing him. So he's desiring her, but she's also missing him. Cada día más a ti. Anyway, I'm not going to go too far into it, damn it. I can't. Lord. Oh, we have numbers. So pay attention to the numbers that appear. We got 2 peas in a pod. This is like your person. Again, very much like you. This song came out yesterday, Presencia tu amor, which is actually translates to I witnessed your love. So I can see you in all things and be with you in an instant. That's how immense our love is. This person, like you are home to them no matter what. And this person is going to protect you, or they feel protected in your energy. Whatever occurred energetically between you two, something about a retreat, maybe you retreated from their energy or they retreated from you at some point. But for whatever reason, it was a great accomplishment. And now this person realizes, they acknowledge that they knew it when they looked into your eyes. So they're desiring to be with you. They realize that this is growing one step at a time. It's progressing one step at a time. The angel numbers are going to be significant, or at least it'll be some kind of it's going to show up when you need it. It'll be when you see it, it's going to be very significant in regards to this reading. So you might see, whatever number you do see, like whether it's 1111, 2222. At the moment you see it, whatever is going on is going to have significance to this reading. How this person and you maybe are 2 peas in a pod. and you'll realize that you'll be witnessing the presence of their love in that moment at some point, or something like that. Okay, we have native nature, ancestors. So this person could be in some ways related to your ancestry. I know that sounds weird, maybe not, but you might just have similar backgrounds or come from a similar, maybe not similar. There's some kind of ancestry connection between you. Okay? I'm trying to think. Okay, let's look at the board real quick. The good thing about these videos is that you don't have to sit through my pause moments. I do, honestly. I get a little anxious. I'm like, I hate making people wait. It's just the way that I do. And I don't want to cough. Hold on. I really don't. I hate wasting people's time. And so whenever, like, I can't, it's like, because I do hear the song in my head, but some of the songs, I'm just hearing a lot of the, the orchestra playing or whatever it is. And then it's like, all right. And I can't just skip to, it's like fast forwarding to the song. I'm all in the song already. I want to hear the whole thing. So, but I know it's kind of rude because you're not hearing it right now. So, or maybe you are. Maybe you're in that space with me. All right, so looking at the clue board, I randomly threw the characters and the weapons and stuff in the random houses of the board game. So we have here, in this study, we have Cancerian energy. So this is like at the ascendant. This is like the person's, the first impression of this person is that they're very nurturing. And they're very fair, or they're very balanced. They could be if they're not a Cancerian, they could be a Libra. Also, because they're in the study, which is representing the first house, they could also be an Aries. So, this partnership, the connection you guys have is very, I could say philosophical. This is Sagittarius energies here. So there is something to do with your connection being, whether it's spiritual or maybe religious. I don't know, depending on, if you're religious or not. But there's something to do with, it's Jupiter energy, so it's very abundant. It's very I feel like this person does enjoy themselves. This is a very happy person, big energy, loving energy, very idealistic too, maybe in some ways. But all in all, you guys have a really good connection. Spiritually and physically. So we have an Aries energy in the billiard room. This is Aries in the 6th house, actually. So this is my actual placement, which is interesting. But for some of you, you could be balancing your ego. You could be perhaps clearing out a lot of ways that you do things. How you do things has a lot to do with, like, you might just be clearing like when they say, let me clear my books, like you're making space in your appointment books, or you're making space clearing the space in your home, or cleaning. You're doing a lot of balancing when it comes to how you do things. or when it comes to how you're moving in life or in your routines, or maybe even with your health. There's movement. So you could be becoming a little more active or feeling healthier or vibrant. So we have the sword in the hall. The sword in the hall is 8th house energies, and the sword itself is communication. So some occult information is being exposed, or some things that were hidden are being communicated. A lot of communications, it's like someone's allowing the there are certain things that are being talked about now that were once very secret, and for whatever reason they're being when we say exposed, it's not like, oh my God, they were exposed. No, they could be exposing things, putting things to light. These are people speaking their truth. These are people that are just coming out with a lot of information that they weren't sharing before. These are people expressing truth. So we also have we have a Leo in the conservatory. A Leo's laying low. I feel like they're getting comfortable, or they feel at home. Either way, I still get the vibe like they're kind of like it's not so much hibernating, but it's like, Leos kind of like to be out and about. This time, I feel like this is opposite. I feel like the Leo energy right now just feels like it's wanting to be more indoors, or just relax. Just relax. I'm going to leave it at that. Just relax. Enjoying some, not so much a hectic life, a more relaxed where usually maybe the quietude may be like too much, that they need to go do stuff. This time I feel like it's a welcome quietness, or it's a welcome calm for some reason. Okay, so then we have the rope in the ballroom. So there is some emotional commitment here. I feel like there's someone has deep feelings, and these feelings are very special. They're very held dear. They're sacred. I keep hearing special. They're special, and it's also I feel like it could be tying the knot. It could also be committing, or having, like, being tied up with each other's finances, or there's something like that. I don't know. So that doesn't always have to be a bad thing, but it could be like merging each other's wealth, or merging each other's assets, or something. There's like the emotional connection warrants a trust. I'll leave it like that. It warrants a trust, okay? All right. Then, well, look at what we have here. All right, we have the wrench in the dining room with Colonel Mustard. So this is a Virgo in the 5th house, trying to do fifth house things. Okay, so we have, maybe you're looking into, you might be analyzing how you love. You might be analyzing who you love. You might be taking notes about how to fix certain things when it comes to romantic relationships or with your children, or how you love in general, or doing the things that you love, your creative energies, how you expend them. Maybe you gotta adjust your energies a little bit. If not you, this person might be looking at how they can adjust their own creative force. I don't think it's adjusting sounds kind of like but I'm thinking adjusting in the sense like, maybe I have to give more love, maybe I have to allow myself to receive more love, or maybe I have to adjust how I view my perspective on children, or how I view my perspective on romantic partnerships. Maybe I have to look into organizing, or clearing out some things that have to do with adjusting to people I love. Okay? And last but not least, we have here a Taurus with a gun in the kitchen. Okay, so your values and how you communicate about your home life could be changing. You might be kind of like shooting from the hip when it comes to saying what you need to say, depending on your self-worth, when it comes to how you think, how you communicate, maybe just how you talk even with your own siblings, or how you talk to people in your family. You might be going back to, or revisiting, returning to an environment maybe where your siblings are, maybe an old neighborhood. You might just be thinking about an old neighborhood, or about your siblings, or maybe you're just visiting them over the holidays or something weird like that. But something has changed with your values that makes you speak more firmly, or that makes you speak more, your truth is like it's like a gun. I don't know. I mean, it is a revolver here. And we can get clarity on these cards. Let's see. Let's pull some clue cards. There could be a Taurus. It's okay. So it has something to do with perhaps subconscious behaviors are showing up in the physical, in your work, or how you work on your partnerships, which were private, I guess, and how they come to an end. Yeah, this has to do with personal partnerships. What is this about? So this has to do with probably with children. Again, the energy with children, fifth house energies, love, love matters. So I feel like right now, things that you have learned or that people are learning about you, you're learning about yourself, or this person has learned of you, or maybe others in your life have learned about you, that you are very nurturing, you are very fair, you have a very philosophical perspective on spiritual matters. You have a very strong connection with the spirit in your body, and so to speak, right? And how you do things in your day-to-day, how you work is being considered, or at least you're considering how you're doing things, you're cleaning up how you're doing things, or how you're working. Your own ego, your own body, your own like your human self, okay? How you're analyzing how you might love. And if this is about you and your individual partner, if you have a partner, it could be the energies that you guys are exchanging at this time, right? So the truth that you're speaking that was once not spoken of, or that is being expressed, is very sacred, and it has to do with the emotional body, or something to do with this trust. And perhaps that's why this Leo energy is feeling at home, or is feeling relaxed. It's feeling like, I don't mind the quietness, because when I do see these people again, or when I travel to my old neighborhood, or when I travel to my siblings' homes, I'm speaking from my truth, kind of thing. So there's something to do with that it's like, it doesn't, that's how I see it right now on the board. We'll see what that means. A lot of times I'll do the reading, and like, I can see how some things could be playing out, but a lot of times it's just, they're so like, it feels like all the puzzle pieces are just kind of being put there, and then I'll start to put the pieces together as the day goes by, or even just, it depends on the time frame, but it comes together, not the whole picture as the message comes through. It's hard to make sense of it and read it unbiased as much as possible. So, we have Orion Starseed. This person could be an Orion Starseed. You might be an Orion Starseed. Something with the North. Why are you surprised? Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this person could be from the Orion Starseed. They may live in the North. And I guess maybe it surprises you. It could be an air sign. And they're asking you, like, why are you surprised? Like, you're supposed to know that they were Orion Starseed? I don't know. Were you supposed to know? The Renaissance, Life Path 3. You might have had a past life together. Very festive, very creative, very loving. This is giving me like the Three of Cups card, where and with the Renaissance here, like a time of just, is that the word gaiety? I think that's the word, like where you just feel like, I remember in high school, we did a Renaissance fair, and I loved wearing the outfit, having my hair with the flowers and the flowy hair, and doing the I forgot what they call it, but it was a certain dance with the strings. Not strings, ropes, or it was more like they were like color cloths. And then we would it was like braiding going around. It was so nice. It was so pretty. And I don't know. There's some. Oh, and I remember we did like Renaissance weddings and everything. This was so fun. Such a fun event, because it was like we literally went back in time to the Renaissance the whole day. The everyone that was participating in the event was completely in character, was completely in the Renaissance. The way that we were talking, the foods that we were eating, or not so much the food, but the way that we were creating the environment, the ambiance, just to celebrate that time for some reason. So life path 3 could be significant, and when it comes to the Renaissance, just the creativity that comes with it, the colorfulness, the lightness of camaraderie, even victory, shared success. Like it's more like a gratitude. Even the energy feels more like a celebration for the blessings, the abundance. So perhaps this person, this is the energy you share with them from a past life, and maybe that's the energy that's familiar. Like this person feels like a renaissance, or you feel like a renaissance to them. Earth initiation. This might be, this connection might be an initiation. An earth initiation means like the potential to grow financially, the potential to create great healing, the potential to establish a legacy. The potential for something that's authentic and real and indestructible. We have the direction west. Someone may be traveling west. I feel like earlier we mentioned north, and it came through with that person could be from the north, because it showed Orion star seed north. So, but I feel like they might be traveling west, or maybe you're traveling west. Oh, we have Roswell. Roswell is the show. In terms of this, obviously we all know about Roswell, the aliens that landed. But the show is obviously based on that, but it's really more of a high school teenagey love story. But again, we did say Orion star seed, so maybe this, if it feels kind of like you're just like, one day you're this normal person, and the next day this connection, you look into each other's eyes, and that's it. When Max and Liz, they've always seen each other around, but the story becomes very like early on, like the first moments of the show is her working at a diner, getting shot, and him healing her, pretending that ketchup fell over her. He's like, just pretend it's ketchup and don't say anything, please. And he leaves. So they know each other from school. He's dining. That's her father's business. And so he heals her, asks her to keep this secret. And that's the beginning of the show. Her realizing in the moment that he healed her, they exchanged their souls connected on a deep level. She had premonitions of his world, and he saw her entire life in that moment that he repaired her DNA. So that could be significant in your connection to this person. For some reason, you might feel like this person healed you. You might feel like the connection itself was out of this world, okay? Something to do with musical notes. Again, musical notes is more like musically inclined, or for music is a big factor in this connection, okay? So now we have southeast. Somebody's origins or musical origins are from the southeast. We have Game of Thrones. So with Game of Thrones, what I get is that I'm still watching. I just started watching Game of Thrones because I've watched the what is the other one? House of Dragons. That one's delicious. But the Game of Thrones, it's taken me a little longer to get into it. But it's and it's more because it's like it's a little bit darker. But either way, I love it. But Game of Thrones, when it comes to this, I feel like this connection, it feels like you guys have because the Game of Thrones is kind of like the future of House of Dragons. You know what I mean? Like House of Dragons was more ancient. And then with this, with Game of Thrones, I feel like this connection is before these Game of Thrones. Like I feel like the spiritual war, all this stuff that's going on in the false matrix, in the reality that most people don't entertain as real anymore. But there is a reality where these positions of power are taking place and whatnot, right? So I feel like with this connection, you guys are the original of why these games are even being done. So I'll leave it with that. That's been the message. I'll come back soon. Take care.